Hello everyone. In this lecture series, we are going to see the HBase. In big data analytics, we have the introduction part about MapReduce and programming in Hive. The important topic we are going to discuss is HBase. HBase nothing but it is one of the kind. Before that, looking about the HBase, the main objective of this video is to differentiate between the DBMS and column-oriented database and understand how the data are present in the HBase data model. So this is the main objective of this video. So from this we are going to see the introduction part about HBase. It is a distributed column-oriented database. That is, HBase is a kind of a distributed column. It is a open source and non-relational multi-dimensional scalable, and also it is scalable. It is Apache tool. We all in the familiarly known in the market we are available. It's a Apache HBase tool used for big data analytics. It is a kind of open source tool. It is also a non-relational and multi-dimensional, and it is a very scalable one. So it is built on HDFS. That is built on a Hadoop distributed file system. Also, it will be designed to provide avoid the fault tolerant to storing large collection of sparse database, and also hosting a very large table, billions and millions of columns here. So that is the major thing of HBase Apache software tool used in the big data analytics. We are in the HBase in the introduction part. We are seeing the HBase things. From that, continue to that, HBase is a fast lookup for large database. Generally, we can have the larger files. It is very difficult to handle that much of files. So with the help of the HBase, we can easily look up the whatever particular file we need in the 1000 files. It is a fast lookup, or kind of HBase. We can have the fast lookup for large tables. So scale down from the opposition direction, and also one of the thing, it is built from the ground up to scale linearly and by adding nodes. So from the bottom up to scale in the linear bottom up to top approach, it will be adding the nodes for the newer files. We can adding the in the bottom top layer. So from this we can easily fast lookup for the huge volume of large tables. We can have with the help of this we can have the fast lookup data very easily. So it is next in this lecture series we can see how the data models present in the HBase. So for example, application store data into labeled tables, a mode of rows and columns. So for the table cells, you have westernite and timestamp autos assigned by the HBase at the time of cell insertion. While inserting the cell, we have the auto assigned by the HBase. It will be helping the automatic table rows and columns unwanted will be deleted automatically with the help of this HBase. Cells content is uninterpreted array of bytes. So table row keys are also byte arrays. From these row columns are grouped into column families. So we can have the similar kind of columns can be grouped into same families. So same column kind of families. It will be helping in the. So in this data model, all column family members have the complex prefix. For example, temperature and air and other members are comes under the temperature column family. So this kind of data model followed in the HBase for the Apache tool for used in the big data analytics. So HBase next we can look up the row model, how the row model used in the HBase based on the Google big table model. And we are talking about the HBase row model. It's this kind of concept is based on Google's big table model. So key value pairs, for example, timestamp available here. Then other thing we can have the column family. So and also we can have these kinds of HBase on Google big table model. So the HBase column families, each row key and each record is divided into column families. For example, person table. Each column family consists of one or more column. And for example, row key have personal IDs. Onto each persons have a personal different ID. So it can be listed in the 1, 2, 3 in the list of things. Then personal table have some of the personal data. For example, name in the single column and address in the another column. Name from the alphabetical order or some sorting A to Z. We can have the name and address of the particular person's data. So the next each record is divided into column families. For example, person table, and the demographic we have the date of birth, the gender with male, female, and what kind of data we can have collected. We can be divided each record into a column families. So each column family consists of one or more columns. So this is a HBase column kind of things. In the screen we can able to see how the HBase column families can be segregated in the each rows and each columns with the help of these HBase table data models. So actually tables are automatically partitioned horizontally into a region. Each region comprises a subset of table rows. So a table that is too big for any one server can be carried out by a cluster of servers with each node and hosting by the subsets of a table in the total regions. So we can have the HBase data model, and also HBase row model. Each column and family is stored in a separate file that is called as H tables, and key and version numbers are replicated with each and the other column families. So and also empty cells are not stored here. So in the previous kind of database methods, already we are studied in the database management system that empty cells are also stored here. In the new concepts Apache HBase, the empty cells are not stored in the main data storage places. So it will avoid the unwanted storage to wastage of storage will be avoided with the help of these HBase concepts. Empty cells are not stored here. That can be listed in the table 5.3 column family contents, and also in the 5.2 column family anchor. So rows and timestamps and what are the data sets stored in the following example table we can able to see in the screen. So the next thing we can have the HBase maintains a multi-level index or values. So key, column family, column name, and timestamp and other etc. So we can have the HBase have the multi kind of things. Then HBase implementation. Talking about the HBase implementation, it is a model with a HBase master node or cluster one of more region. In the picture we can able to see how the HDFS to region server 1, region server 2, region server 3 up to n number of region service, and master server will be connected with each region server, and also GeoKeeper cluster will be have in the implementation picture. In this architecture we will follow for HBase modeled cluster is responsible for bootstrapping and assigning region to region servers, recovering region server failures. Suppose some region server failure happens and another region server will be the process will be taken over by the another region server to avoid the region server failures. By this method we can implement the HBase. With this HBase model we can be listed over here, we can able to see. So in this lecture series we learned something about the HBase and what are the different methods we implementing HBase in the Apache online tool. It's a open source tool used for big data analytics to analyze the various kinds of data analytics, huge volume of data, to analyzing the large volume of data with the help of this HBase implementation. Thank you for watching this lecture series of the topic we called as HBase. We can see another topic in this continuous of this lecture series in the next video. Thank you all.